Hey guys, so I just got back from seeing Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and I can happily say we finally get to see Godzilla in a Godzilla movie. And basically what I mean by that is I'm lashing at Godzilla 2014, how, we never got to really see Godzilla much in that one. It was freaking terrible. Instead, we got all that like terrible human drama. But I can happily say in this one, we do get a lot of Godzilla, thank you, and a lot of King Ghidorah, Mothra, and I can't remember the Firebird's name. I think it's Rodan. That's a monster I'm new to. Like, I'm a Godzilla fan, but not a huge Godzilla fan. I haven't seen all the Godzilla movies, so, Rodan, if I'm correct, he's new to me. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. So, like, as far as the CG goes, I thought they did an outstanding job. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, if I'm saying his name right. They looked outstanding. My only pet peeve, so like, one thing I do like, we get to see a lot of fights. Awesome, right? And they're well done. But I have two pet peeves with it. So the first, and it's not just this movie, it's other movies as well, but I hate how, like, when you get a huge brawl like this, why does it always have to be at night? Why does it always have to rain? And because of all the destruction, you get all this shit flying everywhere, which makes the video look very muddy, you know what I mean? So you don't really get a good view of the fight like you do and you don't, you know what I mean? Because it looks shitty. And that's always been a pet peeve of mine. I would be okay with that because it does make sense to have destruction in, well, a Godzilla movie, right? Makes sense. But it would have been nice if there was one fight during the day where there wasn't maybe too many buildings or something, where we could have really got a good view of Godzilla and King Ghidorah and all the other monsters, you know what I mean? Just so we can just appreciate, how they look. Because they do look outstanding, you know what I mean? Just a better view of them. But my one pet peeve I really have with this one, and it's not near as bad as 2014, but like, remember in 2014, one of the main flaws with that is like when we would see Godzilla and he was about to get into a fight, right? A fight was about to start. And what do? They cut right into the human drama, right? They cut right to that. And they do kind of do that on this one as well. It's freaking annoying. I hate that sort of interruption. Now, if it's done right, it's fine. But it's like, it's so stupid. And it just kind of ruins the experience of watching Godzilla and King Ghidorah really duke it out, It's not, like I said, it's not near as bad as that one. But still, it's just, it is a negative. And it's like, sometimes it's like the dumbest reasons too. Like there was one part like, oh my god, where's my daughter? And it's like, I don't know, don't pay attention to the two big ass monsters right behind you. Just saying, right? You dumbass people. Now, as far as the plot and like the characters, it's just like 2014 where like you don't give a fuck about them. So the overall dialogue isn't very good, not very good script writing. Yeah, you just don't have any feelings for any of these characters, you know what I mean? So you don't give a rat's ass about them. There's some good actors in this, but you know what I mean? It's just whatever. And I would tell you the plot, it is simple, and I think it should be simple in a movie like this. But, so I'm not necessarily attacking the premise of it, just, you know what I mean? Just the dialogue and the characters in general, how, you know what I mean? We have no feelings for them. Like, we don't care. They're just dead weight, basically. And, but one thing I want to note, that one doctor chick, I think her name was Dr. Emma. Fuck her. Fuck her. She's a piece of fucking shit. That's all I gotta say. I won't say why, because I want you to go in just surprised, you know what I mean? And because it is definitely worth seeing. So yeah, I don't want you guys to feel discouraged, because this is actually really good. It's way better than 2014 in my opinion. As far as the pace of this movie, I have mixed feelings. How this movie started, actually I thought started really strong, because right away we saw like Mothra, and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. We're gonna get some fast-paced, no messing around, right? Kind of like Kong Skull Island, where it had a very good steady pace from start to finish. And I like to compare this movie with that, because I think that's fair, right? Because I really love Kong Skull Island, and I give that one a solid 8 out of 10. It's a great movie. As far as the pacing with this movie, because of the characters we don't give a fuck about, it started really strong, and it was kind of like up and down, like a roller coaster, like because you do get a lot of fight scenes, and it was awesome. And then there was those moments where, you know, you get this shitty dialogue and the humans, whatever, being stupid, you know, and there was things that just didn't really make sense. And you're just kind of like, okay, can we go back to Godzilla and King Ghidorah? Thank you very much. You know, that's how I felt with this one. But overall, it was good. I don't want to make it sound like it was really bad, but you may feel the same. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to my final verdict. So, I was really contradicting myself if I should give this a 7 or, I know, or an 8. And the reason why is I'm comparing it with Kong Skull Island, because that is a fair comparison, it really is. And Kong Skull Island, I would give that a solid 8. You know, that one just had a great pace from start to finish, you know, very entertaining, and it had a great epic final fight in that one. And this one did as well. The only, like I said, like I mentioned, is like, since the characters are poor, the dialogue isn't that good. You know, it's kind of hot cold as far as the pacing a bit on this one, but it's way better than 2014. So I'm just wondering, do I put this at par with Kong or a little below? And I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8. I think it definitely deserves it, because they did do an outstanding job with Godzilla, which is very important, obviously. Same with King Ghidorah. The fights were awesome. And yeah, despite the couple flaws that I mentioned, yeah. And that's the thing about this movie, like the material that they had with this is like, this could have easily been a 10. You know, they really should just, if they're not going to do the story and the human dialogue and all that, all the characters, right? If they're not going to do that right, you might as well just throw it out the window, you know, and just pretty much make it over 90% monsters, you know? So, yeah, that's my rating, guys. 8 out of 10, but let me know what you think, and until next time, take care.